Hey guys, some stupid sketch show guy here with another episode of my opinion on every figure, and today's one's going to be a fun one because we're going to be talking about PNSO, which is a very funnily named company because it kind of sounds like a word that starts with P and ends with S. Peas. Anyways, in all seriousness, PNSO is a really good dinosaur figure company that in recent years has really upped their game and become a serious mainstream dinosaur model collecting company for many people. And, well, what better way to show that off than to talk about every single one of their figures and what I think of them. Now, this is excluding minifigures because there's too many, and honestly, that could be its very own episode. This is only mainstream PNSO models. So with that out of the way, let's start. This is probably the best Basilosaurus model on the market, but it's a bit too curvy and pricey for my taste. I mean, that's a pretty cool looking shark right there. I like how this dinosaur looks like a stallion, despite the fact it's a dinosaur. This is going to be a running issue with some of the early PNSO designs, but goddamn, that guy needs a sandwich quick. It's a decent sauropod, nothing special. It looks alright, but those ribs are disturbing to look at. It's not perfect, but it does Shantungosaurus quite a bit of justice in model form. Simply put, this just ain't as good as the other one. This looks like the Carnegie Triceratops, but with a mild upgrade. I don't like it. I mean, it's useful for if you wanted a vintage dinosaur photo, but damn, it's ugly. Something about this figure just doesn't look right. How's the weather up there? I mean, it's a pretty cool diorama. Ooh, now this is really good. I don't know why, but there's always something off about every Triceratops PNSO does, and this is no exception. It's the first, but it definitely will not be the last really good Tyrannosaurus figure by PNSO. I mean, it's clearly based off the Carnegie Amargasaurus, and it does it really well. Now this is cool. It looks pretty good, but it's just not my thing. Now this is really cool. There aren't too many really great Ichthyosaur figures, and this is definitely one of those rare few. When I first saw this, it looked a little off to me, but the more I look at it, the more I like it. I'm always a huge sucker for this sauropod. I love you, Mamenchisaurus. Something about how the jaw is sculpted just looks wrong to me. No thank you. What an absolutely beautiful sea creature we got here. It's a big gray fish. It's alright. This figure is epic and awesome. Great job. It's okay. It's a great looking model, but why on God's green earth would you name a dinosaur Bieber? It's still good, but I think the other version was better. Absolutely amazing. It's great to see Yangchuanosaurus finally get a great model. This isn't my type of model, but I'd be lying if I didn't say this is adorable. Same with this dude. Ain't he just so friggin' cute? It's painted super well, and it looks goofy as heck. I love Adipodentatus. An absolutely amazing model that truly captures Borealopelta. This is probably the best Corythosaurus model on the market by a long shot. And somehow they made the Lambeosaurus look even better. A great model, and it also taught me about a new Ceratopsian, so that's a plus. I prefer the Safari Limited one, but this is still a pretty good model. I'll always love the Carnegie Miragaia, but this is also an incredible representation of it. Pachyrhinosaurus got some serious justice with this model. Another very well done and super sexy Pelta, although I think I prefer the Borealopelta just slightly. Another spectacular Ceratopsian. This is absolutely fantastic. Same here, an absolutely spectacular Stegosaurid. PNSO, why do you keep making me change my pants? This is glorious. This is my wet dream, my favorite Tyrannosaur as an epic model. Another great model of a walking sausage. It's both cool and cute how it looks like a thorny devil. I prefer the Lambeosaurus, but this is still a pretty good model. Forget what I said about the Chianzosaurus, this is my wet dream. There might be a lot of Pachycephalosaurus models, but I don't think any compare to this. Finally, a great Eutyrannus model that isn't made by Safari Limited. I mean, it's a cool Allosaurus, but I've seen better. It's alright, but the jaw articulation just doesn't hit home for me. It looks a little funky from some angles, but just like Ed, it's very badass. I mean, it didn't really need to exist, but it's cool. That is one very handsome and lovely looking fish. The overall paint job is pretty good, but the crests are the real showstopper. It looks cool until you see the seam lines, then it kinda goes down a few. Same with this Leviathan. I really wanted to like this figure, but the seam lines just kinda ruin it for me. Make it thrice with this figure. I mean, it doesn't change too much, but I already loved the original model, so I'm not complaining. It's a slight improvement, but please, change the goddamn name. While there's already plenty of great Kronosaurus models, I don't mind another one. This didn't really need to exist, and I don't really like it. It just looks like a bread roll. Very, very nice. Yet again, PNSO just can't really nail it on the head. But they sure do know how to nail ornithopods. This is really cool. It's cool, but it's not my thing. Jeez, he is screaming at somebody. I kinda like it. I think I'll stick with my red Borealipelta, but this is cool. Hey Rex King, since when were bulls dinosaurs? This sounds like bullshit. It's a pretty cool diorama. Hehe, droopy horn. Also, the frill is pretty well painted. I wouldn't want to sit on that thing, and that's how I like my Styracosaurs. It's an improvement, to say the least, but I prefer the other sculpt. It's a good model, but I don't know if Zucheng Tyrannus was the best choice of dinosaur considering how much it resembles T-Rex. Feels slightly unnecessary. Ooh, now this is a very nice looking chonker, and I love that crest. Something about this sculpt reminds me of a horse, and because of that I weirdly like it. And there you have it. That is every single PNSO figure as of April 23rd, 2022. That wasn't really so bad. After the Carnegie episode, I'm pretty desensitized. In the meantime, I hope you guys enjoyed this episode. Next time, I'll either remake my first episode of my opinion on every figure, which was on Collecting Deluxe, or try and do the Safari Limited line next. The only thing that's holding me back is that they do plan on making some new reveals very soon, and I don't want the video to be instantly dated. So in the meantime, see you guys next time.